Alright. First of all, we need to have a fabric material. Here I'm using mint color satin silk fabric, which is not too thick and not too thin and not too shiny. Then we need to have a plan of your design, what you're going to do. And here is the design. I copied to the paper. Let's see it. The boxes measures 2 centimeters square. Look at this, 2 centimeters square. And let's consider this diagonal line. So this is going to be our design. Okay, and to copy the grid in an easy way, you can use a tape on sides after spreading the sheet. It is not sheet. Fabric on the floor or on a table. According to the size of your material, then you can copy the grid so that if you have hold on 4 sides, it will not slip. Then you can compare the design from your paper and mark each lines to your material. And remember to use same color thread and use a fabric pen or pencil, so it can be washed up very easily. So if you have any doubts, let's use the comment section. I will get you back. And what else? Well, that's it. So let's start it. Here you can see this diagonal line, followed by here one, another one here. So let's start sewing it. We'll be sewing together both ends of the diagonal line. So here you have to forget about the box, only consider the diagonal line and go to the other end of the diagonal line. Then we can pull the thread. So here the thread has formed a diagonal line, you can see, same like the line we marked. Then pull the thread and secure the thread by sewing over 2-3 times. So that's it. That's all what we have to do when you see the diagonal lines. So please visit my channel. I have done more than 40 Canadian smoking designs. So let's have a look at my other videos. So there's so many beautiful stuff out in there and other crafts also. So let's moving on to the other diagonal line. We need to do the same way and pull the thread. And again we need to secure it. Then one most important thing, when you're using the same thread, leave an extra length of thread in between each sewing points and don't stretch the thread too much, so the design will be looking very different when you stretch the thread too much. Now we can move on to the other diagonal line. Always go and sew the nearest diagonal line so that we will not miss any of the lines which should be stitched together. Like that you have to go along and stitch all the diagonal lines you see in your material. We sew few of the lines we can have a little peep on the other side. So let's see it. So it has started to form a design. I always have a little peep on the other side, and I make sure it is the same design which I am doing, and it makes me so happy when I see the design is showing up slowly. And one more thing I tell you, when you start sewing, I give you a technique how you can find out how much fabric you need for a cushion or whatever you want to make. So you need to have a mental picture how much fabric we need. So here I am making this design for a 40 by 40 centimeter cushion cover. So what I did here is stitch all along in that direction and to downward direction, and measure after you made a design, measure it, and when it reaches 40 centimeter you can make sure that much fabric we needed. It will help you when you have only the design and no measurements included in your pattern. So like that, I'm always getting the designs without the measurement, and this is the way I'm finding out how much fabric I need for a cushion or dress or whatever I'm planning to make. Have a look at the finished design. It's beautiful and it's one of my favorites in Canadian smoking. And please watch. If you're making a 40 by 40 centimeter cushion cover, it needs a 60 by 60 centimeter for the design and plus 15 centimeter. That means a 7.5 or 8 centimeter on each sides for sewing. So we need 75 centimeter. 75 cm, 75 centimeter by 75 cm, 75 centimeter by 75 centimeter for that designed side, and all the rest is same as sewing a standard cushion cover. You need to take extra fabric for the which side, the other side of the cushion cover, according to what kind of closure you are using. Well, that's it. See you later, and watch my other videos of Canadian smoking also. Bye.